Perfect. Okay, so I chose to do a speech about immunizations and why it's important. And I chose this because I strongly believe in it, and I chose to immunize my daughter because I want her to have the best possible life that's not riddled with disease or disability due to something that could be prevented. I want parents to be well educated on the disease and know the facts because there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's been a lot of different studies about vaccinations, but a lot of them aren't accurate and there's a lot of misinformation. Immunizations can save lives. There are diseases that have been totally eliminated now due to vaccinations, and immunizations that have also come really close thanks to vaccinations. Polio was once the most feared disease in America that now has been totally eliminated due to vaccinations. Smallpox has also been eradicated worldwide thanks to vaccinations, and there's no longer even a vaccine for smallpox. Recently, diseases have come back, such as measles and whooping cough. And since 2010, there have been 10 to 20 babies a year that have died due to whooping cough and measles because they were too young to be vaccinated, because children that weren't vaccinated gave them the disease. Once all children can be vaccinated, it will eliminate the disease, and then we don't have to vaccinate anymore. That's why it's so important to get your children vaccinated so that we don't have to continue to do this and we can eliminate terrible diseases. Babies' immune systems can prevent some things, but they're not strong enough to prevent diseases, and that's why we want to give them the vaccine so that we can help prevent the diseases. Immunizations now are safe and effective. The side effects such as pain, I personally believe, outweigh the risks of not having your child vaccinated. The advantages of vaccinations are much greater than the risks. And the vaccines get better daily. 30 years ago, vaccines had 3,000 antigens in them and prevented against 8 diseases. And today, vaccines only have 305 antigens in them and prevent against 14 different diseases, per the CDC. MMR, the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, a lot of people believe causes autism, which isn't the truth. Per the CDC, autism presents around the same age from 12 to 15 months as children get vaccinated with the MMR vaccine. So that's why a lot of parents link the vaccine to the immunization, because the autism presents around the same time as the children get vaccinated. Another reason is there was a study published in 1998 that received a lot of publicity about measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine causing autism. And since then, there have been a lot of other studies done, and 10 to 13 of the authors of that study withdrew because of the lack of supporting evidence and because there were new studies on the topic. It's important for parents to become familiar with developmental milestones for their children so that they can be aware of their child possibly getting autism and them having autism not related to vaccinations. Vaccinating your children can also save a lot of time and money. Children can be denied admittance to school and daycares because they're not vaccinated, which can cause frustration in time looking for a place to be able to take your child. This disease could also cost tons of money in healthcare and time off work if you don't get your child vaccinated when the disease could have been prevented if they were vaccinated. There was a mom who had 7 children, and she didn't know what she wanted to do, so she didn't vaccinate her kids. She couldn't find enough evidence one way or the other, and so she didn't get her kids vaccinated, and all 7 of her kids got whooping cough. And the youngest ones, who weren't old enough for the vaccine, actually ended up hospitalized and costing a small family tons of money from hospital bills. And after that, she decided to speak out and has now decided to vaccinate all of her kids. Her kids also gave the vaccine to, her kids also gave whooping cough to other members in their family, to children that weren't of age to be vaccinated. Also, if your kid's not vaccinated and your child gives another child a disease, you can also get sued for causing permanent injury or disability on a child, or even killing them. So, to reduce the pain and heartache from the disease, and to save your child's life and other children's life, you really want to vaccinate your children. And I personally believe the risks aren't anything compared to what could happen if your child doesn't get vaccinated. So everyone should vaccinate their kids.
Mama.
Yeah.